I'm scared to divorce my wife, but I know it'll be worth it. I hope. I'm scared to get divorced, but I feel like it'll be right for me once I get over the initial shock. And sorry in advance for the length, just writing it all out. I've been with my wife for almost 20 years, married for 15 years. I fell in love with her in high school, and married her right after college. I looked past her flaws, and worked every day to be a better husband for her. That's part of the problem. I'm a giver. Not just physical gifts, but in effort and everything else. I love giving, being romantic, providing, helping out around the house, doing little things for her, everything. I've always been excited to gift her exactly what she wanted for those special occasions. Listening to her paid off every time, and it always surprised her. I'm the same with our son as well, love making him happy. But, part of the problem is, I'm always forgotten. I'm put on the back burner. I'm not prioritized. I'm not romanticized. She's forgotten me on more than one occasion, so many so that I just don't expect anything anymore, not even a card. I can count on one hand how many times I've had a good birthday, Father's Day, or Christmas. And no, I don't mean she got me all the gifts I wanted. I'm very sentimental. She could have kept it simple with a night at home together watching a movie, or cooking a favorite meal, or something along those lines. Too many times had it been, "Oh, your birthday was yesterday?" I completely forgot without even wishing me a belated happy birthday. This is the norm. It doesn't stop there though. Aside from the special occasions, there's the intimacy. Not just sex, but hand-holding, a cuddle, peck on the cheek. There's absolutely none of that. We haven't held hands since 2016, kissing dwindled out around 2018, cuddling stopped in 2019, sex, which was already sparse, stopped in 2020. And when I do try to enjoy myself solo, she shames me on it. I'm not gonna lie, our first sexual experience before we got married was also somewhat jarring for me, because she made me feel dirty and shameful for climaxing. It was a hand job, not even requested by me, but she offered. Of course I came, but then she freaked out on me telling me how disgusting I was, wiping her hand off and retching, going to the bathroom and washing her hands off repeatedly. It scarred me. I didn't want to do anything for a long time after that. And I'd had partners before her that we all had a great time, so it was so different to be treated with disgust. It hurt so much. So, sex has always been a chore. It felt like no matter how I tried to help her enjoy it more. And I tried everything in my power, talking to her, trying new techniques, trying toys, offering to help us get counseling, anything. Nope, no go. We should be able to fix this on our own, she'd say. Okay. Even more than that though, it's her daily habits and excuses. She is currently in school to finish her master's. Not going into too much detail, but she's working part-time right now and I'm working full-time. I work 50 to 60 hours each week and do most of the cooking, cleaning, taking care of the pets and pay all the bills, and more. When she's off, she doesn't do anything to help out. She's always fighting with our son, escalating instead of de-escalating. She's holed up in her office watching TV on her computer, eating junk food/snacks. Rarely wants to spend time together with either of us. Our son is almost 18, and she's missing out. I cook dinners, teaching him how to cook and take care of the house, do some handyman stuff, etc. Meanwhile 98% of the time she's isolated. I've asked her about it, and she says she's just trying to relax and unwind. I've asked her if anything's bothering her. No, she's just so tired. The last date night we went on was 3 months ago, and it was just like most of the others. She's complaining about something with either our son or our house. No us time. When I do finally bring us up, she avoids it. Not just sex/intimacy, but us as a married couple, dreams, goals, etc. I've talked to her about us going to counseling. She refuses and says we ought to be able to fix it ourselves. When we had a huge fight a couple of years ago, she said she'd do therapy or counseling, but then let things fall through so we never attended. Meanwhile I've started therapy since August. It's helped, but my anxiety and worry still bother me. What if I'm making a terrible choice? What if I regret it? Maybe it's okay being content with everything? How will, son, take this? How will she take it when I tell her I want to divorce her? How will her family react? How will mine react? What will happen to our pets? And the house? And so many more worries. But then I come home in the morning to see fast food bags from DoorDash, explaining where her money is going. I see her laundry piled up on random places. I see everything I'm having to do for her. I see myself taking care of 2 kids, nothing against our son, just a generalization, rather than one. She has said over the years when we've had fights that she's worried I'll divorce her. She offers to change, but the change either lasts a few days and ends, or never comes. She even said she was going to work on her resolution of doing more for everyone, including chores around the house. That lasted 3 days. I'll do it later ended up being me doing it instead after a week of waiting. I've supported her through 4 different career/school changes, we've been through so much, several moves, family changes, and so much more. I hate to throw that away. But what's the point if I'm not at least a little happy? Years ago I was suicidal, and had made plans for it, set a date, came up with the method, etc. Months went by, and I had 1 month left before I was to go through with it. Something finally made me want to tell her to hopefully get help for myself. I sat her down, told her I'd made plans to kill myself, and that I didn't want to do it, that I'd been depressed and anxiety had taken over my life. Her response? I don't know what you want me to do about it. That was the turning point to deciding that this wasn't the relationship for me. I just want to be happy. I want to be loved. I want to be appreciated. I want to know that I matter. I think I'm making the right choice. Not sure how to go about it or afford it, but I'll figure it out. I'm ready to enjoy my life again before I'm 40. I just want to be happy.